Hey Aries, I hope that you guys are doing well. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated. Ultimately, for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, Aries, let's see what's going on here. I'm getting something about the color purple immediately. Also something, shiny. Shiny is the wrong word. It's like holographic. Yep, holographic. You know, I saw the coolest card the other day, and when it was driving towards us, it looked green, and then I saw it passed us, and as it turned into its driveway, it transitioned into red. Like, I had never seen a car like this before, but it was so cool. I love things that change colors. But yeah, on a car. It was amazing. Maybe you like art, design, things like that. So what's going on with the lovers, my friends? Are we making progress with an interpersonal relationship that we have? Are we starting a new project now? Maybe with somebody, maybe a partner? A partner. Somebody you feel like is on the same wave as you. Maybe somebody you create with, actually. It's like, maybe you're working on a project. Maybe you're making progress with a project that you started with this person. Maybe something's finally coming to fruition. It's like you're finally making headway with something. I'm seeing you putting in work separately from this person, but maybe it's something you're collaborating on. Yeah, it's like figuring out how to work together, being really patient, working on listening as well. And it's like a brand new opportunity is opening itself up for you. Something that's going to take you places. And this is something that you've worked to create. I'm almost seeing it be like this project that you had the idea for, that you wanted to start, something like that. It's like it started off as a little baby, and now I'm seeing it getting older here. And it's like now it's starting to walk, whatever this is. Like maybe you're building some sort of like business or project. Again, I'm getting something like that. I'm seeing strongly you working with somebody here. Like teaming up with somebody. Yeah, who is this person? Alright, so Aries, I'm looking at Gemini. I'm hearing Scorpio so strongly. I'm looking at Sagittarius. I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at Pisces right next to you. It's like maybe you're also understanding like how to be the emperor in different ways than you initially thought. Like maybe before you were like, well, I have to be in control of this, and like maybe you were more rigid with the ways that you felt you needed to do things if you were going to be in charge here. And maybe you're like bending the rules a little bit and being like, this actually works better for me. Like I'm seeing you transfiguring something here. Maybe even working very closely with a Pisces. Doesn't have to be. I'm looking at Gemini and Sagittarius as well. This can also be another Aries that you're working with. But it's like this role that you want to step into that you're understanding differently. And it has to do with, it's not just the role in relation to the business. It's like the role that you want to play in relation to this other person. It's like really working on our people skills here. I'm seeing like, how do you want to work together with this person where both of you guys feel like you're doing the things that you want to and adding the things that you want to and working on like not clashing. Like I'm seeing a nice energy flow here between you and this person, but it takes patience and it takes understanding, I'm getting. And maybe we needed a little bit of a timeout to like maybe pacing ourselves throughout this process. But this is something guided, something meant to be, because when I looked up, I just saw 4:44 on the time. And you know this project is important to you, whatever this is that you're working on. Again, I'm seeing something with like like clothing, jewelry, some sort of design. I'm also seeing metal here, like metal work. I'm seeing healing work. I'm seeing like molds too, like different, like maybe you're pouring something into a mold, something like that. I'm hearing interior design very strongly as well. Yeah, you could have hit a little bump in the road with this person. Like, as I said before, maybe you needed a little time out. Maybe you guys are competitive, but this could be in a healthy way, you know? Maybe that's something that you're trying to allow to be healthy rather than counterproductive for you, so you can work things out. Yeah, I'm seeing you be successful with this. It's like turning this into something that's going to be effective and productive rather than something that hinders you. And we are Aries. We all love a nice competition, a healthy competition. And I'm seeing us growing from this. Like, you may have even not been seeing eye to eye with someone, and it's like you needed to speak your piece, and like maybe this other person said something, and it's like at the end of the day, I'm seeing growing that we do. Because this is about learning what we need to from a situation that may have been difficult that we were going through, and then growing from that place. And I'm seeing two little characters down here, so I'm seeing you taking somebody along with you on this journey. I'm hearing I chose you and you chose me. Yeah, this is part of a test to see if you would make it through whatever. I'm hearing combat, but I'm also hearing combination. It's like whatever argument this was again that you had with this person, it was part of a karmic test for you to see if you would be able to balance things out and like restrain yourself emotionally and not jump to doing anything reactively. And I'm seeing that this is something that you're working on here. Working on working it out. Yeah, because you don't want your shadow to get the best of you. Like, you don't want it to ruin this opportunity that you have. Because I'm seeing, like, whatever this is that you're working on, it's something that, can be very, very big. Like, something that's being built upon a stable, sturdy foundation. This is about building a type of legacy, building a type of empire, something that's going to be lasting, something that takes a lot of hard work and determination and patience to build. All right, so the zodiacs I'm looking at are, I'm hearing Aquarius so strongly. I'm looking at Gemini. I'm looking at Sagittarius. I'm looking at you, Aries. I'm looking at Neptune, which is Pisces, and I'm looking at Cancer. Yeah, it's like maybe something felt triggering to you, and this was part of a karmic test, and you're being guided. Like, if this was something that already happened, maybe you're apologizing to somebody or they're apologizing to you, because remember, energies can always be reversed. But maybe it's something that you're learning from and you're like, well, I don't want to do that again, or I don't want to repeat that same mistake, because like as I said before, maybe something felt triggering to you and you want to like jump to do something, and you're learning to just wait right now rather than feel like you need to immediately move to action. It's like giving it a second to sink in and figure out what you want to do from a grounded place. I'm seeing a lesson that we're learning about the equal give and take. It's like the tango of life over here that we're doing. Maybe also about setting boundaries so you feel like you're being respected in this dynamic and treated equally. Like, treated the way that you want to be treated. It's like maybe you're also explaining boundaries to somebody where you're like, I feel disrespected when you behave like this towards me, like something like that. And it's like about having the patience and the endurance to figure out what that is for yourself, because you know, we all have different ideas about what's respectful and what's supportive and all of that, and those things need to be communicated. And when we have boundaries, it is our job to communicate those boundaries, because you can't just assume that somebody's going to know, because our boundaries are our own, and that's why they are our own to also explain to others. I'm hearing as consenting adults. Maybe this is also about respecting somebody's freedom too, because you want your freedom to be respected. Yeah, it's like when you look within, you see the harmony that is being built here. Again, this doesn't have to be something romantic. Like, this can be a business partnership, like somebody you're teaming up with in some sort of way. But it's like, I'm seeing you understand that what you want when you look within is a sense of harmony and peace with this person, even though you know that times are difficult at certain points of time with them. And this is about assessing the boundaries that we're calling out to, because we want this to be healthy and we want this to be balanced. And this is what we're trying to find as well. It's like a lesson of calling judgment from a grounded place. Yeah, and finding peace. Peace in whatever business venture this is that you have here. For some, this can be a marriage, and this is a masculine figure that you're dealing with. But yeah, I'm seeing for those of you that this is like business related, it's like this is a lesson in how to establish harmony and flow between you and this person that you're working with. And I'm seeing there be a celebration in relation to like the position that you're carrying out here, maybe something you're accomplishing. Maybe something going on with like the business or this creative venture that you're working on. Maybe something having to do with compensation as well. Maybe you feel like something's finally paying off or beginning to. I'm seeing your guides here helping you out too. Like, I'm seeing them cheering you on with whatever this is that you're doing here. Yeah, I'm seeing you working with somebody. This is so strictly interpersonal. Like, I've never seen a reading like this before. It's like setting boundaries and figuring out the ways that you want to express these to somebody that you've been exchanging energy with, working with. And this is all a lesson in looking within and understanding things for yourself, away from the influence of others, and being like, what do I need for myself? What are my boundaries here? How do I want this to play out? And how can I best communicate this with the person that I'm working with here to make this flow in the best way possible to be successful? And it's like setting boundaries potentially with a business partner, like lessons in taking your inner world and bringing that outwardly in a way where you know somebody's going to be receptive, or like trying to open them up to being receptive to you. And it's about establishing harmony here, being able to conjoin with this person and celebrate, feeling like this is an elevated type of thing that we're within, and also feeling like this is balanced and equal to you, and feeling like you're putting in the time and energy that you want to, and like this person is also being receptive to that and like doing their part. Like, there's a lot of give and take. There's a nice dance that I'm seeing going on here between you and this person. I'm looking at Pluto, I'm looking at Virgo, and I'm looking at Saturn here. I'm seeing there be something that you're creating that you're preparing to release. It's like you being a conduit for a divine type of wisdom or a divine type of project that you're doing here. It's like letting something go. For some of you too, this is about letting go of feeling like you need a certain type of title and being happy with what you're doing regardless of what type of title you have or like what you're known as. And this is also about holding on to you, knowing that you have everything that you need to manifest what you want, to work on what you want, to make things happen. You have all of the supplies, you have all of the abilities, you don't need anything more. And this is about being like not procrastinating anymore. It's like when you see the magician, it means you're ready, it's time to go. And it's like if you hold on any longer, it's just you putting something off at this point in time. And it's like something that we need to step into gear here and let go of, to release. And maybe we're also releasing anything that we feel like holds us back or discourages us from what we want to be doing here. Like any self-limiting beliefs. Because you don't want to look back and feel like you should have done something sooner. And it's like you releasing this, I'm seeing something that you had been worried about coming to an end. It's like something that you don't have to look back on anymore because you're believing in yourself here. Yeah, it's believing in yourself and your gifts that you have. And it's like, I'm seeing a really big transformation that we're doing. When we see this energy is all about shedding, it's all about releasing, and so is this Scorpio energy here. It's about letting things go that no longer resonate with you, that are no longer part of your growth, your journey. Things that don't facilitate and support your growth. And it's like shedding old skin, shedding old patterns, shedding old beliefs, shedding old pieces of you that it's time to now let go so you can grow into like more places that feel like they resonate with you. It's like acquiring those things now because you've made room for them. And it's like I'm seeing something with your gifts and your abilities like going to a whole nother level here. I'm hearing cloud 9. Yeah, cloud 9, a wish fulfillment. It's like I'm seeing you feel very accomplished with something here. There's such a whole change here. Like in the beginning, I'm seeing like a lot of stagnating energy, like a lot of not knowing what's going to happen. And then it's like putting an end to like not budging. It's like opening up yourself to free flowing, like letting go of things you need to let go of. Even like that thought where it's like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen here. And it's like not needing to like look back on anything that you regret. And it's like putting an end to all of those cycles. And it's like moving forward. And I'm seeing something like really break free here. And it's like you're really taking off with something that you're doing, something that you're working on, the ways that you're growing as well. Maybe in a sense spiritually, maybe you really feel like you're coming into your own here. Yeah. It's like you really establishing something for yourself because you were ready to let go of the things that you knew you needed to let go of, in the hopes of finding stability, security. This can even have to do with financial stability as well. I'm looking at Scorpio, I'm looking at Mercury here. And Mercury is our thought process. It's about communication, it's about expression. And I'm seeing like a very, very big transition that we're going through. It's like really changing your frame of mind and believing in yourself here, what you can do, like believing in your gifts and your abilities and what you can make happen, what dreams and thoughts and creative notions you can ground and bring into a more tangible sphere. All right, my friends, we are going to end it there. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.